Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. I am here with another round of recommended Max Lux. This time I will be focusing on limited time monsters. And so, at the moment, none of them are available. I'm looking at my list, and yes, none of them are available. But you can use this list just to help you keep an eye out for in case they make their return, and then who you should make then. Alright, so starting at number 10. And I have picked this one sort of hesitantly. This is Ignite Dusky. He is a dark element with a pierce and null gravity barrier, which is excellent. And there is no current drop monster with this ability set. But tomorrow, the Summer Struck event is going to start. And in that will be Melonhead, who also has pierce and null gravity barrier. He's a dark element, but with the addition of null warp. So until tomorrow, Ignite Dusky is going to be number 10, but after tomorrow, his or her spot, I'm not sure, will be taken over by Melonhead. So, alrighty. Next up is Ignite Royal, and then he has Pierce and Null Warp, which is another unique ability set and Sling style combination. No other blue monster besides Bishamonten has this ability combination. So that's why I chose her. She has very high hit points. She qualifies as a tank. Attack is very low. Speed is very high. And then she has a very good bump combo. The homing shot 18, combined with the fact that she is blast type. So her homing is very strong as well. Strike shot is nothing to write home about, just fire a bunch of homing shots. But I feel like once I have taken away 1,000,000 damage with this. This was against the boss, and then all of the missiles hit the boss's weak point, so yeah, it is possible, but yeah, Ignite Royal, very happy to get her. Okay, number 8 is Ignite Sage. Again, it's another monster where there is no equivalent. She is a bounce with Minesweeper and is a wood element. And then stats are so-so. HP is on the low side, attack is on the average side, speed is on the slow side. But the other thing that's very good about her, besides her uniqueness, is her strike shot. It is a meteor strike shot. And so, yeah, this can be good for clearing the field. She only has Minesweeper, so it's not going to be good for stages with gravity barriers in particular, because that'll slow her down and then stop the number of guys that she can hit for the meteor. And then the bump combo, the lock-on shockwave, this one isn't talked about very much, but it is pretty powerful. And especially if you can get her right next to an enemy and then all 6 shots go into the enemy, it can be very strong. Okay, and then these were Easter limited characters. So at the latest, maybe next year, next Easter, they will appear again, but we'll see. Okay, so number 7, my top pick is Alexander here. And then I have the Ascension, but I recommend the Evolution more. He has Mech Slayer and then Null Damage Wall, so he could technically go to Ashura, and then be a good max luck there. His hit points are a little bit on the low side, attack as well, and speed, so his stats aren't great. This is for the Ascension I'm talking about. But the strike shot is very good. It's a becomes a pierce, and so that can be good for either going back and forth through the boss's weak point, or grabbing hearts if you need it. And then the bump combo is the vertical laser, so that's pretty easy to use. And then yeah, I use the Evolution as my main red null damage wall character for a long time, because there are mechs on pretty much every stage, every green stage. So Poltergeist, I used him. Who else did I use him for? Siren, there's robots in there. Medusa, I'm pretty sure there's robots in there. So yeah, lots of chances to use the Alexander Evolution. Alright, I don't know if we're ever going to see his mission come back. because he was very difficult to make. If they do bring him back, then I do recommend that they kind of retool his system. Okay, next is Yoshimune. And then she is not tied to any particular time period, at least here in our English version. So she'll come back every now and then. Yeah, her stats are also on the low side, but she does have Null Damage Wall and a Demon Slayer. And yeah, as many mechs as there are everywhere, there are demons everywhere as well, so she gets a lot of chances to be used. And then she also has the becomes a Pierce strike shot, and then she has a homing shot, which is good against scorpions, and also further good against demons because the Slayer's passive, and so goes into her bump combo. Yeah, very happy to make this one. Okay, number 5 of limited time Max Lux. I chose ROTBONE. And then, yeah, he came out during the Halloween event, and he has become my main Murasame Slayer, my Murasame Hunter. He has just the single ability, Sprite Slayer, and then he has the one-way laser, the Slayer of which goes into the laser. And it just does big damage. And you don't need to worry about, you know, using him to move around or take down guys. You just need to get him into position and then hit him with other guys, and then he'll do his job. Yeah, his stats are okay, they're decent. And then he has a good strike shot, which is a tackle. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's great for his positioning, so you can get a lot of use out of him. Okay. Number 4, I don't have a Max Luck of, actually. But this is Odoga Evolution. And she is perhaps the best Max Luck for Izanami. I've already finished my Izanami, so I don't really need a Max Luck of Odoga. But next time she rolls around, I might try her. Her HP is low. Actually, all of her stats are low. But she gets her boost from the Deity Slayer, and the fact that she is a blast type. So her laser is already boosted, her bump combo laser, and then it'll be boosted again with the Deity Slayer. And so if you get it through Izanami's weak point, that's big damage. And then she also has a very strong strike shot, which can do over 1 million damage to Izanami in the weak point. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next time she rolls around, probably Christmas again, but we'll see, Okay, so number 3, limited time Max Lux is Mist. She just came around, and I'm sure she will be back. But yeah, she has Null Damage Wall and Demon Slayer. She's kind of the water version of Yoshimune. Her stats are a little bit better, I think. Maybe not. Maybe they're similar. But yeah, she has a good strike shot, which is the laser plus homing. And the reason why that's good is because you can use her in Ashura with her skill set. And then with the laser, you can use it when your positioning is good and you want to maintain your positioning. You can just use it there. So yeah, pretty darn good. She wasn't too bad to make either. And then the thing that she says for her strike shot, I really like it, so give that a listen. Okay, second best limited time Max Luck, I would say, is Nick. He was from the last Christmas event. He has high hit points, he's an HP tank, his attack is decent, and then his speed is decent. He has the single null ability, the null gravity barrier, and then he has a very good strike shot, which is the same as Hakua, where he splits into 4. And so he can be great for Yamato Takeru. You want to use bounce characters in Yamato Takeru, and so using 4 bounce characters with his strike shot can be very beneficial and increases your chance of getting match shots and pinch shots. And then he might be a good choice for Hakua as well. Because there are stages where you want to clear a field all in one go, and so 4 images going around could be good for that. I haven't tried him yet, Yeah, that may make Nick one of the very few Max Lux that is good for Hakua. Okay, and my top pick for limited time Max Lux is Ogron here. And then his stats are decent, but there are two reasons why he gets the top slot. And that is his double null ability, null damage wall and null warp, which makes him super versatile. He can go to Ashura and Izanagi, and I guess he could go to Yamato Takeru if he really tried. What else? Yeah, that might be it. But yeah, very, very versatile. And then on top of that, he has the Blast Bump combo, which is always great for any Max Slug. It increases your overall damage per turn. And then, yeah, he was also part of the last Christmas event, so perhaps next Christmas he will be available again. And then he does have a very kind of difficult to use strike shot. It's like Jiraiya, where he becomes very big. But if you can get it right, you can do well over 1,000,000 damage. You kind of have to get it so you pinch in between the wall and the boss. But yeah. And those were my top 10 picks for limited time monsters as Max Lux. Alrighty, so keep an eye out for those guys, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you again.